Hello, dear Capricorn Collective, and welcome to your Venus retrograde love reading. This will be for the duration of the retrograde period, which is May 13th till June 25th. So it's a good section of time where we're going to be feeling into Venus, specifically around the energies that it brings during a retrograde period. So with any of the retrograde planets, especially the more inner planets like Mercury, Venus, we feel those energies more intensely because they're closer to us, right? And we perceive all energies of the planet when it goes retrograde. That's even the negative and the positive traits of the planet, right? And it has also a lot to do where Venus falls in your chart. So I am suggesting to my readers to not only check out their sun, their rising, moon, Venus. Venus is probably the most important to check out for this specific reading, since we are feeling around Venus energy. So with this period of time, we're going to be reassessing a lot of love relationships, intimacy. This can be friendships, family, any sort of relationship that we have in our lives that is of importance to us. Also career. Venus is all about material wealth, abundance, so could have to do with your career, reassessing, reprioritizing, right? Renegotiating. Past relationships can come up, just like with Mercury retrograde, they say a lot of past relationships can come up, and that can be with friendships, right? Communication that comes up. So we notice with retrograde is we kind of take a step back, and that can mean we're looking back at the past as well, okay? So these are potentials for you, Capricorn. Self-image, right? Beauty, when we think of Venus, beauty. So maybe some self-image stuff coming up. So with this reading, I'm hoping that we can just provide some clarity around this period of time. And if the messages don't necessarily resonate when you first click on, just know this is a period, right? And even there are a couple weeks before and after a retrograde that we kind of still feel those energies. So this could potentially happen in the future. This could give you some foresight, okay? What you have to feel into. So use your intuition. The power of free will is always at play. For any of my readings. So if the message doesn't fit, it doesn't feel right for you, then leave it, okay? And again, check out other parts of your chart. Also, if you want to go deeper into this general reading, please check the description box below. I have 20% off all my May readings. You can check my website for the services I provide, and we can actually go deeper into a partner spread where I actually break down the energies of your specific situation or relationship. Okay, so let's dive in here. I just actually got this new deck today, and I'm excited to be able to use it. It's the Empathic Oracle. I was really drawn to it because I wanted a deck that talked more about elements and chakras, and it had more of very generalized themes, right? So we can see how they connect to the tarot and the rest of your reading. And I also pulled from the Dreams of Gaia Oracle deck. Beautiful imagery with this deck. And the Father card came up to you, and I will be reading on this as well. So overall, with the oracles I picked out here, and in the pre-shuffle, this Deviant Seven of Swords flew out. So I already pre-shuffled both of my decks, and yes, this wanted to come up. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, Gemini, but this is sneaky. This is deceitful behavior, having to get away from a situation quickly, fleeing a situation. You maybe find yourself having to leave a relationship at this time because of this deceit, or vice versa. Take the roles as they resonate. I read the energies how I feel them, but you as the listener, you feel into who plays what role, right? And you'll know. Usually you will know who plays what role if the story's for you. Okay, so we have from the Empathic Oracle deck, Validation, Stardust, and Stuck. And these two specifically stuck out to me, stuck in validation, because for Capricorn, Venus is highlighting your 10th house, okay, which is all about career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, and Capricorn does that pretty well, right? You know, you're really stable for the most part. Capricorns are pretty disciplined signs. They take career pretty seriously, their passions in life pretty seriously. But there is a sense of potentially not feeling validated during this time, or feeling stuck in a career choice, or, you know, maybe someone in your at your job site, whether you're working from home now or not, it's maybe something sneaky's going on that you're finding out about. But yes, with the retrograde period, you know, things are going to come up potentially around your career. So just keep that in mind. And you might be seeking out validation, and maybe even noticing during this period of time how much validation really means to you. And understanding like a healthy dose of validation. You know, you don't want to have to need it all the time, right? That's just ego speaking at that point. Like, of course we want to feel validated, right? But there comes a point in our lives when we start to realize, is it excessive, right? So that's kind of what I got from that just by looking at it. But let's just read briefly what these cards are speaking on. So we're going to start with validation here for you. Validation: as I open to all that is, I am validated by the kiss of the sun upon my face, the rustle of the wind through my hair, the strength of the earth beneath my feet, and the gift of life that flows onto my crown. I am loved. I am love. So that's the true validation you need, Capricorn, right? Just the simple things in life. And a lot of us are having to simplify our lives at this time. You know, maybe you have gone through a period of losing a job. So during a Venus retrograde period, that's a potential, right? Especially when it's highlighting your career house. So not having that validation from your career anymore. So having to find it in the simple things, right? Just the sun upon your face, the rustle of the wind, the earth beneath your feet. You as an air sign, it's important to feel grounded. You are loved, I am love. So those are some things that you can hold close to you during this time, you know, as you move through this retrograde period. There's a sense of being stuck, you know, with the stuck card in the merry-go-round of life. The moment that seems never-ending are preparing my soul for its greatness. So you are in a period, right? Just like us all, we all have our own unique stories, right? But with these planets, not just Venus, there's several planets going retrograde. I'm just speaking on one aspect. We might feel a little bit stuck, you know, because we're having to work through some sticky energy, you know. A lot of readjusting and, you know, having to learn the master of the pivot, right? At any moment, things can change. And the idea of impermanence has been really a big theme for all of us, right? And even before this global pandemic, that's always been the case, right? Death has always been a part of life. So people need to understand that, yes, this is a very serious situation and it's happening super fast, it's evolving super fast, but death is always there, and we can't allow ourselves to feel stuck because of outside external situations, you know, though they can temporarily make you feel stuck. Trying to witness it, feel it, and move through it as quickly as possible, Capricorn. So yes, life can be a merry-go-round, right? We can feel like we're going round and round and round in circles, and when can we get off? But I do truly believe that you're learning something out of this. And it can be something around a masculine figure in your life. This could also be you, okay? We got the Father card here. I'll read on that, but I want to see what the Stardust means for you. So we have validation, stuck, and Stardust straight in the middle. So I'm feeling like this is a connection to like the ethereal realm. As I look into the night sky, I know within that my soul is as ancient as the lights that shine through the darkest of night. So even in these moments of feeling stuck, right, and the validation that we might not be getting, specifically I'm feeling around career, you know, just trying to take in the simple moments, stepping outside at night, looking up at the universe and the vastness of the universe and the unknowns of the universe, right? When I think of stars and just everything that's out there and beyond, you know, right now our futures, we can't really look too far ahead, right? And it's just like the universe, like it's never ending, infinite, and so many unknowns with the universe, and just trying to stay connected to that idea, Capricorn. And I think that will help alleviate some of this feelings of being stagnant or stuck. Okay, so with the Father card here, like I said, this could be a masculine figure. This could be you, your partner, your boss, any sort of masculine energy that you feel is connected to this reading. It's all about authority, protection, responsibility, guidance, support, control, a source of strength, not fear, right? So maybe you're being called to pull up on your divine masculine, you know. Even females, we have masculine energy within us, and males have feminine. It's a balance. It's like the yin and the yang, right? Some people have more than others. You know, it's not 50-50 necessarily between everyone. But just so you know, male or female, this could be you. So take it as it resonates. Another thing I want to mention is with the Venus retrograde is family stuff. Can come up, you know, like I said, any relationships that you hold dear. So maybe some potential issues with a father, your father, or the father of your children, you know, could be coming up around this time. But yes, what did your father teach you? That's one of the questions here. What did your father teach you that really helps you now, in the now? You know, maybe there's a certain, you know, quote you can think of, or just a way of living, a way of life, something that resembles your father could help you during this time. Even just maybe reaching out to your father for support. But again, it could be a spouse, the father of your children as well. So we're going to dive in a little bit more and see exactly who this father figure could be, and if it maybe potentially is connected to the Seven of Swords. All right, so Capricorn, calling out into the ether for soul guidance for Capricorn. Let's connect to the highest potential for you in the immediacy of now. Calling on our guides, your guides to be here with us now, our ancestors, our angels, all high vibrational beings of love and light that wish to guide us on this reading for you, Capricorn. This is a Venus love retrograde reading. So we're going to feel into the energies for Capricorn. What is it that Capricorn needs to see during this time? Okay. Capricorn. This is for my Cap Collective. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Ooh. I'm not going to take all those. We will. Okay, but that doesn't want to come out. We will cut the deck. The cards are speaking, so we will cut the deck and see what we have for you, Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Okay. So Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is definitely Earth energy, Pentacle energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So in regards to love, if I were to look at it in this way, there is an offer of some sort, but Page can also be a career opportunity. It's Pentacle. So not taking an offer, maybe reassessing an offer. Maybe you have multiple offers coming in, but you're having to do your research. You're having to investigate. With this Page of Swords energy, there's a lot about like thinking, intellect, knowledge, research. Okay. If I were to look at this as a love, I am seeing a period of getting over some grief. This Knight of Wands, you might be potentially or have dealt with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Knight comes in quick and leaves just as quick. It is a very passionate, lustful energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be player tendencies, but it can be. Out of any of the cards, this is one of my bigger signifiers of that player-like energy, someone that's not as committed, you know. They're very quick on their feet, on their toes, you know, racing through life, not really wanting to settle down. That here with the Eight of Wands, it's seeming like there has been some pause of communication. Eight of Wands upright is all about fast-paced communication, right? Both of these are wand energies, but they're both in reverse. So, you know, I'm feeling like there's been some hurt. There's been some hurt potentially around this father figure here. However, it rings true to you, and, you know, you're feeling stuck and you're calling on the universe, you know, to feel some sense of support, you know, connecting to the universe to get you through this. You know, we got justice here. So this is a call for justice. Maybe there is some sort of something going on in the justice system with a father figure coming to a decision around this deceit, this deception, some sort of past pain, hurt, trickery. But justice is being served. When the justice card shows up, it tells me that things are going to come into balance. Okay, so during this Venus retrograde, there's going to be justice. And you know, I can't necessarily say just between this time frame, because tarot works the way it wants to work and the power of free will is always at play, right? So there is justice being served, but I don't know if this has already been served or is in the process of being served, because someone's happiness has been taken from them, you know. The Sun in reverse, you know, usually this is the happiness card, this childlike, pure, innocent energy, you know, and the Sun's in reverse right now, so it's almost like the sun is setting on the situation. And Five of Cups in reverse, although there has been a lot of grief, there is a sense of getting over that hard emotional pain when it's in reverse. So there's a nice balance of kind of getting through this energy, you know, realizing your worth, understanding, you know, you deserve to be happy, Capricorn. No longer feeling stuck, right? Maybe you are needing, with this validation card, and maybe it doesn't have to be around career, you're needing support, right? Feeling like you need some sense of support to help you in this decision making. All right, let's clarify this Justice card for Capricorn. Venus, love reading. Sun again. I'll take them. I'll take them for you, Cappy. All right, so two Sun cards in reverse. So there's no happiness. The Wheel in reverse as well. There was a lot of options. Two sevens here, very spiritual number here. Seven of Cups in reverse. Coming to making a decision, right? When it's upright, it's about being confused. There's so many options. Which one makes me emotionally satisfied, right? And it's in reverse, so someone's come to a decision around their happiness. You got the Sun card here twice in reverse. So even though it's in reverse, when it shows up in a reading, I believe that the happiness is still there. It's just like coming to a realization, right, with the Seven of Cups, that it might not be what you expected it to look like, you know. Some truths being told about this Knight of Wands, which I will be clarifying here. The Wheel is in reverse too, so there's some sense of stagnancy, right? The wheel always wants to move forward. It's always moving forward. It's divinely guided, right? This is destiny. This is my destiny card. But at this moment, it's feeling as though the wheel's kind of off track a bit. It's at a standstill. And I'm feeling like it potentially has to do with this Knight of Wands. But let's get some more clarity. Who is this Knight of Wands for Capricorn, please? Angels, guides. Who's this Knight of Wands for Capricorn? Capricorn. No give and take. Capricorn, Knight of Wands here. Please clarify. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for me. Angels and guides, please clarify. Please clarify. Any other energies for this Knight of Wands? Any other energy? Okay, that's it. So, yep, releasing. There was no equal give and take with this Knight of Wands, right? They're in and out. You know, they're not very committal energy. It's toxic. You got the Devil card here. It's in reverse, so there's a sense of releasing that codependency, that addiction, that toxic energy, because it might not be serving you any longer. And, you know, when I speak of these relationships, I just want you to know, especially during our Venus retrograde, it doesn't have to be the end all be all, right? Every relationship has their trials and tribulations, and you know this, right? I'm not the type of reader to tell someone what to do with their relationship. I am here just to show you the energies that are surrounding you at this time. And if it fits, then it brings awareness, right? But it is a good signifier that this Devil card is in reverse. So maybe this person is coming to terms about their ways, and they are starting to realize that there has to be an equal give and take. And if there's not, then someone's going to go find their happiness elsewhere with this Sun card, because the sun's trying to shine through and illuminate and bring justice to the situation. But if someone doesn't, you know, get themselves together, there's a sense of this not working out. You know, the wheel wants to turn. Let's see what other clarifies. I want to see, who is his father? Ooh. This is for Capricorn. Who is his father card? Spirit, angels, guides. Who's this father card for Capricorn? Capricorn. One more. Who's his father? Who's his father? Father for Capricorn? Okay. So this person could potentially be you. Okay, it could also be this King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So if you're dealing with an air sign, and it is showing up as a king, so very father-like energy here. So if that is particularly true to you, maybe this connects you more to this storyline. Okay, so if it's not an air sign and it is you that we are reading, if it's not someone else externally, I see the Nine of Pentacles here. So this person is coming into their power. The Nine of Pentacles is all about abundance, self-sufficiency, being able to take care of oneself and be happy with themselves, you know, not really needing a bunch of outside validation because they already truly believe in themselves, you know, stepping into their divine masculine and their divine feminine. This is someone that is balanced between both. So that wanted to come out. But if it's not the father, that could just be calling you to maintain that energy, right? Like I said, with the validation card and the stuck, you have to be able to keep yourself in balance more than anything. So if someone is toxic in your life, you need to take care of yourself at the end of the day, right? We also have the Hermit card is coming out of this hermit period, you know, being enlightened, being awakened, there was a sense of going inward. This is earth energy. So it's like a culmination here of a realization. With the King of Swords also, it's very much about thinking and thoughts and getting out of your emotions and stepping into the practicalities of how this situation is going to work, right? So let me clarify one more card for you. This Seven of Swords, I'd like to feel into what this deception potentially could be. And let's see. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords for Capricorn. Guys, Seven of Swords. Two of Cups, yeah. This is around a soulmate. This was around a relationship. I am sensing that this was a relationship. This was not a career. Okay, take it as it comes. But there was definitely some sort of deceit around a soulmate energy. 2 of Cups. It's a beautiful union card. You know, someone needs to release these toxic ways. There needs to be an equal give and take. Someone needs to step into their truth, right? No longer seeking any validation. Calling for justice, you know, doing their research. Like I said, these 2 cards together could signify some sort of court action being taken at this time for a father figure. But yes, there's truths being shown here. Someone making a decision, stepping out of this defense mode, right? The 7 of Wands here. Or you are guarded at this time too, Capricorn. Which I believe you have every right to be, because this was clarified with the sun, you know, protecting your happiness. That's what this truly is about for you. All right, I'd like to pull one more overlying energy for you, Capricorn. This is kind of like an affirmation for you, self-acceptance. Just to kind of wrap this beautiful reading up for you. I know it can be heavy energies, especially during a retrograde period. So please be mindful. And if you'd like to get a little more specific, you can always reach out to me. 20% off all my private readings at this time. Description box below, you can find all my information. And again, check out your Venus placement and any other placements as well. Today I will focus on self-acceptance. Self-acceptance, right? No longer needing validation. No longer being stuck. Looking to the universe, right? The vastness of the universe, the unknowns, and trusting. Just as I am, all of me is absolutely acceptable and lovable. Right? With or without this relationship, with or without any external outside forces that are happening right now, right? You, Capricorn, really need to understand that the power really lies within, right? And you have the power to navigate these energies and bring yourself abundance and happiness, right? And I do see that. Let's pull one more card here. Final outcome for Capricorn in this Venus retrograde period. Yep, Knight of Wands again. 4 of Wands. This is what's wanting to show up again. So it's just like double clarification here of this Knight of Wands energy. It's still in reverse. And there's some sort of home stability foundation that's changing. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Self-acceptance is key. Just as you are, all of you, Capricorn, is absolutely acceptable and lovable. And I'm wishing you the best during this period. If you need some extra support, you can find me at my email. Best wishes.